How's everyone tonight? Let me get my plugs in. Hey! Oh! Alright. Up. Bang! And bang! Ooh! My name's Quinlan. Welcome to Melbourne Musos Face Chook Live. What a week! There you are. Hello again. I'll take this out for a little bit here. All right. Oh, the scary music, eh? I was doing Friday the 13th last week, and here's the sequel. What a horror show. Anyway, this last week has been, what a week! It seems to be my new catch cry. And what I'd like to do tonight is actually talk a few different things, a couple of different sounds, a couple of triggers, a bit of counterpoint, not just drums, just because I'm sitting behind Doris, the big ass drum kit here. I'd just like to talk about some of the techniques I use to put a show out and all that. So anyway, well, I'll get into it now. I'll start with the triggers. It's pretty obvious where my influence is coming from this week. Influences also Led Zeppelin, Page and Plant, Tea Party, Jeff Martin, even Peter Gabriel, okay, get so much of their music from that rich culture of Middle Eastern culture and things like that. The sound that I have, let me take you through it. This is a sample of a Persian Santoor, okay, S-A-N-T-O-O-R. And what it is, I'll put it up there, like I always do, or at least try to. And what happens is that a Persian Santoor is essentially a Hammond Dulcimer. Okay, now there's a picture of a Celtic Dulcimer. Okay, I better find that. That was just improvised then. But you have your dulcimer out there. You have long strands and a little end on them, sort of thing, and you basically play drums on them, and you get all these wonderful sounds. And what happens is that these sounds are centuries old, okay, rich culture for millennia kind of thing. And what happens is that with a Santoor, there's a kind of a way that you tune them to get your various tunings, same way as a guitar, you know, sort of alternate tuning. I might do my dulcimer in drop D. I don't know. Anyway, so what goes on is, you know, you get these kinds of tunings and things, and then you go through the cycle. Now, for this tuning, dual harmonic, okay, and what it is, it's the same scale that is used for the classic hit Mizzaloo. Okay, so let me take you through it. What you've got there is I've got it tuned in E. Okay, so I've got it E. So it's E, F, pardon me, G sharp, A, B, C, D. Okay, that's what you've got. If I'm going to do it theoretically, it's a 1, flat 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, there it is there. Now, I'm going to... that's what happens there. When you're dealing with, say, Mizzaloo and all that, what you'll have is Dick Dale doing tremolo picking on the guitar. And he will essentially be using one string. But what the dual harmonic is actually is the fifth mode of the harmonic minor scale. And the harmonic minor scale, if you know it, has a sharp 7 in it. So there you go. So essentially the E dual harmonic is essentially the A harmonic minor, okay, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, A, okay, raised 7th, but you start it from E, which is the 5th step, A, B, C, D, E, and you do that. So you can actually go off now. It's not like, oh, I better get a whole new fingering pattern. No. You just do the A harmonic minor scale, but start on E and give E the tonic. So on it goes, you see. I keep wanting to start a solo, but that'll come later. And there you go. So what happens is this culture, the scales, everything, I just love it. I mean, you know, you just lose yourself, all that stuff. And now I'd like to talk about how I use it when I'm coming up with concoctions for the show. All that. I sometimes get asked, when you've got to work, you've got to put a show out every week, no matter what's going on. Bang, bang, bang. Keep going, no matter what. Just keep pushing forward. And find new ways to do things. And then what happens is there's a classic phrase that I've used so often. You work for it. It works for you. One of the things I do is a little thing called split rudiments. Okay. Now what happens is when you're doing all your rudiments, like your paradiddles and your flams, the silence of the flam, oldie but goodie. Now that's usually rudimentary, like a march, right? Something like that anyway, sort of business. It's a funny thing when you're putting the snares on a snare drum. It becomes very military-like, doesn't it? And there you go. I think you're getting the subtext of this show tonight. There you go. And what happens is that when you're doing split rudiments, you might just take, say, a flammed single-stroke roll. See? And then maybe put it somewhere else. Up here. What you have is the vertical and the horizontal, because when you're doing the rudiments, like I tell all my students, volume control 1 to 10. Okay, if you're on an electronic drum kit, you really don't need to bash the bejesus out of it. You know, that kind of like that, you know, sort of thing. Especially when I'm online, I go, no, you don't need to do it. Bring it down, that sort of stuff. And get the touch of the real drum kit, you know. I love my practice pad, which is over there, and on Dad's old bar stool, God bless him. And what goes on, we're in a position where you want to become at one. I'm at one with Doris. Now, watch this, I'll show you. This is the snare drum, right? I'll just do an improvisation. Same thing. Something like that, you see, get the picture there. That's what goes on. So, take it out. Now, when you're doing that, there's a bit of a classical thing. I had to learn this, back in school, back in the 70s. Counterpoint. I forgot to get my book, I still have my book over there. I didn't get it. Oh, be prepared, Chris. Okay. Left it too late. Okay, so... What a counterpoint is two different things. I actually wrote down the actual thing. It's when you're taking the relationship between two or more musical lines. So what happens is that when you have counterpoint, if you're thinking of, you're taking like a melodic line, and then you'll have a parallel melodic line underneath it. Bach used to use it all the time. He turned it into a fugue and all of that sort of stuff, you know. Johann Sebastian Bach. He just had the system and he worked it. He was in the court of Leipzig. Had to come up with something for the king every weekend, so he had to sit there and just work it. That old joke about Bach. How come Johann Sebastian Bach had 18 children? Because his organ didn't have any stops. It's a Musos joke. Now this is free counterpoint. And what you have is, when you're learning it for the first time, counterpoint, you have species, okay? Not to be confused with Midnight Earl's species, deceases, and sort of thing. That's the one with Hercules on. My life is a valuable thing. I want to keep it that way. I don't mind. Here come the Hercules. Diversion. There you go. The first thing I went for the other day. I know a song that's got all that about it. Okay. Anyway, what happens is, with the species, what you have with counterpoint is one-on-one. So it's just one. So if you're playing piano, it's crotchet against crotchet. Okay, so you get that kind of thing. So you might have... So in drumming terms, unison. Might take the Santoor patch out for a second. I'll just do something just like this. Could you see that I was doing 3 there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5. There. Hippopotamus, hippopotamus. So on it goes, you see, that's a 1-on-1, you see. Now what starts to happen then is the second species is 2 against 1. So essentially, you know, you could think of it like quavers and crotchets. Like, what should I do? I'll do it. Why not? I put them back in. There you are, you see, so that's what happens. You've got 2. You could do it the other way if you like. See, that's what goes on there. Okay, getting the picture, camera 2, camera 1, camera 3 up there, getting the picture, mate, getting it. And then the next one is 4 against 1. Then you can have offset. You can have them in between sort of thing. One thing I really like to do, I'll take them off out again, is this little chestnut. Turn the snares on. I might do 3 with the left hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see there's 4 there, 3 here. Now what happens with the snare drum, just very quickly, is that when you take the snares off, of course it becomes part of the tom-tom family. Mr. and Mrs. Tom-Tom. And all, no, I don't, lame jokes. Anyway, so that's what you got. But as soon as you put the snares on it, it becomes an instrument of war. That's what it was designed for. So it changes the whole character of the drum, you see. This wonderful drum here has 3 settings. I can flick it and I can get the military kind of thing. I have it on normal, which is what you're used to. Yeah. So on. And then I can have it really loose and sloppy, like a New Orleans kind of. Someone like like that, you see? I'll put it back to normal. And what happens with this is that suddenly, because it has a different character because of the snares, it gives it a different function, you see. Because this is why I use multi-sticks all the time with a mallet. It takes away the attack, you see. But if I did that but with snares on, and then I turn it around, you got much more of a military soundtrack, a bit like Rocky 3. Got a smile. It becomes something else. Now, with the counterpoint, what goes on is I said the aforementioned 3 with the left hand. 4 with the right. Because I got the snare drum, you can hear the separation, right? Now I'm going to put it together, right? So here's a 3. And I didn't mean to hit that. That's what happens there, you see. So what happens all of a sudden, inside the what would normally be that single stroke roll, what you've got now is a whole different thing happening here. So that's one of the things about splitting rudiments and stuff. But this is just a single stroke roll. But now I'm using counterpoint. There you go. And what happens now is that, there it is. Might put it back in, see what happens if I put everything back in. Something like that. And what you can do is create a soundtrack for some kind of god-awful American film, you know, with the Ubermensch in it, you know. You know about Ubermensch? That's the Superman. Okay, what happens is, you know, bad guy bullets, they always, you know, and then Bruce Willis comes up and goes, ksh, and gets about 3 bad guys with 1 bullet because it bounces and all that. What bullshit. What are you going to do, Rambo? Take it day by day. First I gotta get on the Here Comes the Hercules. Lockdown. Allowed to go a bit troppo. So what I'll do is I'll try and put it all together. You see, what happens then is the fifth species is where it's like free counterpoint. Okay, so. I think I've done everything. There you go. All right. So what happens is, let me go over everything. The triggers you have, or you are hearing, is the Persian Santoor. Persia, that whole area there, sort of thing, and go check it out. Check out the Santoor. It's a wonderful instrument. Hammond Dulcimer is what it is. And you have different types for different regions. I use the Celtic Dulcimer a lot because of my heritage, being of Irish descent, which is a different sound, you see. But I'm not going to go to it. I want to stick with the Persian. Oh, it's a beautiful sound. Many different scales to use, but what I'm doing here is the dual harmonic, which I've explained. Everybody knows it because it's the scale that is the basis of Mizzaloo. I didn't think I was going to go bam, 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 like that, but anyway, it was fun. And there you have that, you see. So that's the dual harmonic, which is the fifth step of the A harmonic minor scale. Okay, that's any dual harmonic is based on the fifth step of the harmonic minor. Okay, so go off. You don't have to go away and find out a special fingering. All you do is your A harmonic minor scale, grade 1 guitar. Okay, that's what you need. There you are. And counterpoint I'm doing my little checklist here. Counterpoint and the relationship between two or more musical lines. Bach was the master of it. And we drummers can get to it by splitting rudiments. Tell you what to do. Anthony Cerrone, I love his books, and we all know it from Portraits in Rhythm, the classic snare drum book. But what he did was he did one for multiple percussion. That's why I have this up here, because it's... something like that anyway. And then what you can do is use that, and then he's got Portrait in Rhythm around the drum set and stuff. And what he's doing is exactly that. And there you have that. I'll go over it again. Split rudiments, I've done all that. You've got the 5 species, the species, there you go. And then, of course, you've got your Led Zepp. Kashmir, just go off and listen to that, mate. That's region in the Middle East. Page and Plant, they had a whole Middle Eastern orchestra there when that came out. So you're listening to some of those tunes, and oh my Lord, fantastic. And then, of course, Tea Party, Jeff Martin, he was big on that. They called it Moroccan roll, didn't they? Wasn't that a thing? I used to love the Tea Party. They did a great gig in oh my Lord, when was it? 1999 at the Palais. Oh, they were fantastic. It was an incredible concert, fantastic stuff, long time ago. Anyway, there you go. And of course, Peter Gabriel, with his Real World Records, so influenced. You want to go off and listen to The Last Temptation of Christ. It caused a big stir when it was first released in the... when it was first released. And Real World Records, and he was central in creating WOMAD, which we know best as Womadelaide and all that. Oh, all right, I'm out of here. So there you go. And I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm keeping it pretty much on time, 25 minutes. And this is the first of, I wonder if it is the first of a weekend of live feeds from a bunch of different beautiful people. My mate Marcus, I think you're doing one tomorrow, mate. Sarah McLean, if you're there, if you're watching, you're on Sunday. And you've even got Barry Morgan with his World of Organs there. I think he's doing something tonight. And I might do something else over the weekend with less mouthing off, and put something together. And that's our, stay at home, but you can still play like red-headed bastards there. And that's what you've got to do. Stay home, I'm up for my second one in just a few days, the Astra Malacca one. I don't mean for that to be disparaging or something. I just remember going to the Melbourne Showgrounds, and it was empty. Pre-lockdown 4, it was empty. And I just got, so which one are you here for? Pfizer or AstraZeneca? And I went, I don't know. I'm here. How old are you? I said, I'm 61. She went, there, get the Astra Malacca. And I got 2 lollipops. Bernadette, I'll try and get you another one. There you go. 2 lollipops, mate. I think Brendan said he wants 2 lollipops too, and he's prepared to cry to get them. So that's it, you know. Have a crack. So get the jab, get a live feed happening, and just do what you got to do. And yeah, we're all in it together apparently, and see how we go. It's been a very sad week, and for many different things. And we're right on the cusp, I heard today. So this is my little editorial. And I honestly do feel like I'm getting prepared for a battle tomorrow, seeing what goes on over this weekend. Because it seems like it's going to be make or break. This is what we do. We stick together, honour everything. Take care. Whoa. I'm out of here.